Hello, YouTube fam. How's everybody doing? How's you all doing? When I came back from work this morning, I was so tired and I didn't want to go to sleep right away because I wanted to record, and I ended up recording something. I will see if it's still saved somewhere. I went ahead and I recorded for 17 minutes. Come to find out, there was no sound. I used the mic and my speaker or the sender, whatever I have on right now is what I used to do that recording. Finished for 17 minutes. I wanted to played it over. It did not have any volume. I don't know what happened. I was so angry. Out of my tiredness and annoyance for that, I just turned it off. I just woke up right now, took slept for like 5 hours, yes. And then I want to start getting ready, prepping what I need to take to work. Some of the things I had said in that video was after I made the previous video where I said I'm so energetic these days when I get to work. Subsequently, I have been beat up so bad at work that when I come home, all I want to do is sleep. I still don't drink any more energy drinks at work. I find that I don't need those anymore. Still feel very tired. So anyway, I came back home, I went to sleep, and right now I can't even find my the same work cap. Had to change this one because I can't find the other one. I hope I didn't put it in the trash. That could happen because at work sometimes I will draw labs, and then when I'm throwing out the trash, so I'll drop my blood sample into the trash can unknowingly. Can't tell you how many times I've had to go into the trash looking for the samples I've collected because I mistakenly threw it away with all my syringes, used syringes. So anyway, I hope it's somewhere. There's a brooch somebody gave me, very nice, that I always put it on the side. I'll take it to work. It kind of makes my cup unique. So I'm getting ready for what I'll eat at work. So at work last night, I had this patient that came in from home for insect bites. This was towards the end of my shift. So I go in there to talk to the patient, introduce myself. And as soon as I go in, they were like, "This is the worst hospital I have ever been. I have been to many hospitals in America, and this is the worst one. When is a doctor coming to see us?" The ultimate question. I was like, "I'm sorry, I really don't know the answer to that question." I even went in with my vitals machine to get a vital sign on the patient. It was a relative that was, talking. As soon as he saw me coming with the vital signs machine, he was like, "Oh, you're coming to do another vital sign?" I said, "Yes." "What, has your vital signs been taken?" And he said, "Yes, they took it before." I said, "Oh, that's nice. When was it taken?" It was like 6 hours ago when we first got here. I was like, you're due for another one. Is it okay if I get it?" I said, "Yes." So I do the vital signs. I asked, "Is it okay if I take a look at the insect bite? I might need to take a picture just so I know what we're dealing with." Take a picture? Oh my God. We're talking about seeing a doctor, you want to take a picture? I'm like, "It's up to you. I mean, it's totally up to you. If you want me to take a picture, I will. If you don't, it's okay." So I finished the vital sign and I asked again, "Is it okay to take the picture?" Yes. She let me take the picture. And then I'm like, "Okay, I'm going to document this." And then we'll wait for the doctor to come in. As soon as I said, "You know what? Let's go. Get up, get up, get up. Babe, get up. Let's get the hell out of here." And they got up. Say, "You can go ahead and take out the IV. Take it off. Are you sure?" "Yes." So I took the IV out and they left. The reason I'm bringing it up is that I notice that sometimes people come into the ED expecting to be treated like they are the only people in the emergency. It's not always like that. It's never, half of the time, it's never like that because it's so unpredictable in the emergency. I cannot tell you how many times I have left a patient room. Maybe something wasn't working. I say I go in and I find out that the pulse ox is not working and equipment is missing, and I step out of that room. I'll tell them I'll be right back. As soon as I leave that room, I could be pulled into 5 different places before I'll come back. That I'll be right back might end up being another 2 hours. It happens a lot. And I'm talking as a nurse. Now take for instance a doctor. As soon as we get in a patient through the door, they have to pull a doctor to go see this patient, put in immediate orders for them at least before they will not start the process of stabilizing the patient. So all these things take priority. It needs being able to prioritize who you see first. Someone like me, if I had an insect bite, I think I'll go to an urgent care first. Emergency will not be my first call, except maybe I have seen my PCP and they looked at it and they feel like, oh my God, this thing is infected. You need to go to a hospital and be started on IV antibiotic. Then I'll go to the emergency. My first experience in the emergency department, I was in a car accident. At the scene, I refused to go to the hospital because I was feeling okay. But then I got home 24 hours later after talking to a few people, even my insurance. Everybody was like, yeah, you need to go check it out. Did your airbag deploy? It didn't deploy, but my car is total. Yeah, go to the emergency. You don't know what could have happened. So after so many people made that suggestion, I went to the ED. I got there in the morning. I must have stayed there all morning because the afternoon. Maybe I left in the evening. I did not say make one complaint. I went through it in a haze because I kept telling myself, even while sitting there, why did I even come? I should not have listened to all this little. But at the end of the day, I didn't even do any chest x-ray. The doctor came in, looked at me, he said, how you feel? Do you think you need x-ray? I was like, I feel okay. I don't have any chest pain, nothing. And I was discharged. And that was it. I went home. I did not complain. I just sat there and waited until I was seen. That's some patients that come in like this, so that do exactly what I do. And then I have the ones that come in and behave like the patient I had last night. I had a patient which day that came in maybe a few days ago, a mom and a daughter. I don't know how long they were in the ED, in the waiting room before they came to the back. And that's another thing. Sometimes the patients that walk into the waiting room don't even know we have a different door, like a different entrance for ambulances. It's the same people. It's the same nurses. The most part is the same doctors that see both the ones that walk in and the ones that come in through the ambulance. But they don't know. So anyway, a few days ago I had similar experience. A young girl with her mom. And what was her complaint? Trying to see if I can remember. Her complaint, she came in because her PCP told her to come because her PTINR was extremely high. It was 8 point something. Should be less than 1, I believe, or 2. That's why she came in. So when they came in, they were saying they did labs. So they came back from the waiting room. They came back into the main emergency to be seen by one of the ER doctors. I did not hear one complaint from these people. I had like 2 cases that were ICU. So it took me a minute, it took me a while before I could even go to their room to introduce myself. And when I eventually did, they were so appreciative. They, oh, thank you so much. So what are we doing? I told them I was going to hook them up to the monitor. I would get their vitals. Right now, I'm not seeing any orders for them, but rest assured, as soon as the provider puts in an order, I'll come in and we'll take it from there. Told me, thank you very much. I gave them the call light and I said, if you need to go use the bathroom, this is what you do. But sometimes I actually show them how to disconnect some of the monitors, like the blood pressure. Say, if you need to go use the bathroom and nobody is here, this is how you disconnect this and you can put it back. Can you do it? And they say yes. I say, okay, good. But if you still need help, call. Either me or somebody else will come in and help. And I left them. They did not call me one time. And the next time I went in, her labs were back and the values were the same. And the doctor put in a discharge order and just told them to follow up with a hematologist. And this lady, before she left, she was like, But why are the review on this hospital so bad? Like you guys have only 2 point something stars. And out of all the hospitals that I've been to, this is one of the best. I think you guys deserve more stars. I was like, oh, thank you, ma'am. I'm gonna put a review for you. I said, oh my god, that would be so nice. Maybe we'll bring up our stars to 3. I we talked about it and she left. But yeah, so it's different strokes for different people, right? I still think maybe some people need to be educated on what to expect when you come into the emergency. Sometimes they come in and they say, oh, the waiting room is empty, so it should be easy breezy. You should just come in and breeze out. I had the same yesterday. I had a patient that was going to be transferred out. I went in, got her ready for transfer. Her ride was already there, and she became very tearful. She was crying that she was by herself. She's another young lady, anxious about the whole thing, getting transferred. And when she left her home to come to the emergency, she didn't think it would lead up to this. Like, but you did the right decision. This is exactly the right thing that you did to come in. So I spoke to her, me that I'm not even used to giving people hugs, especially my patient. I hardly ever hug a patient. Give them a shoulder to cry on. I hardly, but she was gonna make me cry, and I felt like if I keep staring at her the way I was looking at her, I'll start crying like. So I hugged her to take my face away. Gave her a hug, and then I got her up. But before then, she had told me she wanted medication for pain because the ride was going to be bumpy and she was in pain. So I went to go find the doctor. Her assigned doctor was in a code. Not code. They were going to do a cardioversion. They have a patient with a tachycardia in like the 160s. They've done Vasover maneuver, told him to hold his breath, bear down, and it wasn't going to work. So they were going to do a cardioversion, like shocking, so that they can bring down the heart rate. It needs 2 providers to be there. We have three providers, a PA and 2 medical doctors. So the PA can put in orders for the doctor, but the doctor can put in orders for the PA. So the 2 doctors were doing this cardioversion, and I went in there. And as soon as I saw it, I could not. They're gonna do timeouts and all that good stuff. So my smoothie is so good. I went back to the patient and I told the patient, hey, doctors are busy right now. This is what they're doing. So they're not going to be able to give me an order until everything is done. And I asked the EMS drivers that came to pick her up, I'm like, are you guys okay waiting? And they said yes, they'll wait. So I went back to the room because I wanted to be close. Because if I don't stay close to these doctors, they will disappear. Somebody else will get their attention. So I went back to the room, assisted in the cardioversion, and then as soon as they were done, and I had the doctor's undivided attention, I told them, hey, this patient needs this. Can you order? And he said, yeah. So he put the order, and I went back and I gave it to my patient. And all those times, she was just grateful. I say that because you see how the situation can easily change. Because sometimes you do that cardioversion and they'll go into bradycardia. And they drop so bad that you have to do a resuscitation. Now we're going to be waiting more hours to get those orders. So that's how situations can change. Because I told her, oh, I'll get an order for you. And I left with the intention of just going out there, telling the doctor, hey, I need an order, and get something for her in like the next 5 minutes. And that happened. But thankfully, it didn't take too long and we got her order and she was able to be transported. But yeah, that was work experience last night. I'm getting ready to go back tonight. If you remember, this was the plantain that I told you guys about yesterday. I ended up broiling it. Like for me, if I have to eat boiled plantain, it needs to be chewy. That one, it felt like I should be licking it. No, this was how I should have done it in the first place. So much better. Gonna put this in the fridge for dessert. I have a lot of pepper in this sauce. It's good. So this is what I'm going to eat right now. I will eat this and drink my smoothie then do my daily journaling, and then I like it. I was this close to throwing this plantain away. I'm glad I was able to salvage it. So I'm going to sit down so I can eat it and do my journaling. I have about an hour before I start heading out from work. Well, and I forgot to tell you guys, I washed my car on Saturday. So proud of myself. Let me give myself a pat on the back for doing that. The car is the cleanest I've seen it, and the fact that I did it makes the feeling even more. What is the word now? Splendid. In fact, when I was watching it, I kept thinking I should put on a glove, because it's the first time I'm washing a car. I don't know how harsh the soap would be. Yeah, it was harsh. I started getting ready for work on Sunday, and my hands were feeling so somehow. It started on the left. When I got to work, I just saw white. So like sometimes when my patients with dry skin, when you take their soft stuff, it will look like it's snowing. That's exactly how my hands were. I don't know if you guys can see how it is peeling. I don't know, because it's almost all completely peeled out now. It was worse than this yesterday at work. Like if I just do my hand like this, it's just white all over the floor. Kind of like the dandruff on my hair. Or the seborrheic dermatitis when it was really bad. I had to moisturize every single time. But the thing with work is that you moisturize, you go into a patient room, like 5 minutes later, then you have to wash your hand again, hand sanitize, and hand sanitizer causes dryness. That one will now dry it some more, and then I have to go wash my hand. But it's clearing up. But since I've decided that I'll be washing my car myself, I will have to invest into buying gloves. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. So back to my food. I'm running late. See our trash can out there. I need to bring it in. This is the latest I've left home in a long time. I hope I make it on time. Work has begun. It's been begun. Well, bye, YouTube family, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye bye.